Hello, welcome to another session with OCD. So what am I doing today? We're going to reapply the Garage Therapy prototype ceramic spray on my son's car. Now if you watched the previous videos, two previous videos on this particular car, one where we put the product on, was absolutely over the moon with it, slickness, gloss, awesome, fantastic. And then a couple of days ago we gave it its first wash after a couple of weeks, and I was really deflated, because I was hoping that the grime, the road grime that he picked up over those 2 weeks would have washed off with a pressure washer, but it didn't. We caught all that on video. We washed the car and it came up quite nice. Put all that on video and released the video, because this is all about being an honest review, and Garage Therapy guys want an honest review, because it's no good us coming up with a load of bull and then they get a duff product to market. So as I said, I was deflated. When I finished the video, I spoke to Maz from Garage Therapy and talked him through exactly what I did, and he was a bit dumbfounded. He couldn't understand it either. The fact that the dirt wouldn't wash off with a power washer, but the snow foam that we put on couldn't clean to the car because the product wouldn't let it. So that was all a bit confusing. So Mez went away and talked to Roger, his partner, and they discussed a few things, and they come back and they asked me a few little bits and pieces, what I did, how I did it, and timing and all that sort of stuff. And then they also spoke to John on the Forensic channel, which I'm sure you all watch and follow, and if you don't then you ought to. And John came up with a couple of good ideas. So a couple of things that John said is, first of all, how long did I give the vehicle when I put the Carpro Eraiser on? And I did give it quite a bit of time. We cleaned it all off and let it evaporate, but of course John didn't know that. So he asked that question, but we'd already done it. And then the other thing that he suggested was that rather than a dry microfibre applicator, wet it, wring it out so as it's damp, put the product on the applicator, put some product on the panel, and then apply it. So that's going to be what we do today. That's the difference really, and also the timing. So I'm going to use a new applicator that I got yesterday from Clean and Shiny. That turned up yesterday, so we're going to use that. I'm going to get it wet, wring it out, preload it with product, spray some product on the panel. We give it a good 30, 40, 50 seconds to sort of settle, go over it very, very lightly with a clean microfibre to just level it off, make sure there's no high spots, and then again we give that a couple of minutes before we go over and buff, and again lightly buff the car. So the main difference is this time will be a damp applicator and a little bit longer between levelling and buffing. So let's stop talking, let's go out and sort the car out. See you in a minute. Right, so the car has now had a full decon wash and rinsed and dried, and we've gone over it with Carpro Eraiser, and we've made sure that that's all evaporated. So that was the bonnet, which was done probably 20-25 minutes ago. So I've got a brand new microfibre applicator. I've got it wet and wrung it out. There's no moisture left to wring out. We give that a good shake. We'll give this some good product, and we'll put some product on the car, and then we'll apply it. I'll do half the bonnet at a time. Right, we'll give that 30 seconds to cure, or to set, or evaporate, or anything else you want to call it. Right, very lightly go over and smooth it down, spread it, make sure that it's all nice and level, there's no high spots. And now we do the other side of the bonnet. Right, again, I'll give that a good 30 seconds and then we'll level that off.
Always more product is better.
Right, so good 30 seconds. There's no pressure going on the microfibre whatsoever, just the weight of my hand really. Right, we'll leave that for a couple of minutes and then we'll go over and buff. Right, so we've given that a couple of minutes. Now I'm going to go over with a nice soft microfibre and gently buff. No pressure. Beautiful. Right, we'll give this side another minute and we'll do the same with that one. What do you think, Dave?
Yeah, it's pretty decent though.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Right, shall we do some more panels? Let's do the rest of the car, shall we? Right, we'll show you another panel, and then after that they're all the same. So we'll do one more on camera, and then we'll crack on because it's, what's the time? It's 5 to 4, and it's going to be getting dark soon. Again, preload the applicator. Right, again I'll give that a good 30-40 seconds and then we'll just level that. So that's a good 40-50 seconds. No pressure, just smooth it over. And we'll just let that haze over so it looks like it's gone off, and then we'll buff it. Right, so that's been 3 minutes, so we'll now lightly buff that off. So I'm happy with that. Well, now those two panels I've showed you, we use exactly the same process and we go over the rest of the car, so we'll catch up later when I've finished. Right, so this is almost impossible to see, I would guess, on camera. It's getting dark. What's the time now? It's 20 past 4, and we've gone around the whole car, and to our eye we are delighted with it, but then we was delighted with it the first time we did it. But like I say, we've used slightly different technique. We've used a damp microfibre applicator, which definitely seemed to make a lot of difference to me as I was putting it on. We left a slightly longer time in levelling, and again an even longer time, a couple of minutes, 3 maybe 4 minutes in some cases, before we went over and did the buff. So slight difference in technique. All we got to do now is get it dirty, and we'll see how it goes. So there we go, that's that done again. So I know I've said it all already, but just to make sure everyone's aware of what we did, we used a damp microfibre sponge. We loaded it with product. I sprayed the product on the panel, went over the panel in a crosshatch technique. We then gave it a good 40 seconds, perhaps a bit longer in some cases, and you see all the product dry. We went over with a cloth very lightly, just to level, no pressure at all, just to level, and then we gave that 3 minutes, 4 minutes sometimes, and then went over with a nice soft buffing cloth. There were, after you finish with the levelling, there are streaks. Once you go over the buffing cloth, they all come off, no problem at all. And that looks really good. That looks absolutely gorgeous. Just like we did before, really. The gloss is awesome, and the slickness is just insane. It is insane. So let's keep our fingers crossed that this slightly different way of applying it with a damp microfibre and slightly longer periods between levelling and buffing makes a difference. So my son will take this away now, and in a couple of weeks time, after doing the same as he did last time, going backwards and forwards to work, picking the kids up, going shopping, and God knows what else he does. We'll have another review of it. So that's that. Tomorrow I'll try, maybe tomorrow if I'm around, tomorrow I'll try and do a very quick video of my wife's car. That's that had 2 coats of this product on about 2 weeks ago, I think, week and a half, something like that. I'll just give you a quick view of the water beading on that one. So there we go. Time for to wrap up, clear up, and go and put the kettle on. I'm knackered. So from OCD, you guys take care. Bye bye.